Happy Thursday evening, Big Head Baseball. This is Freddie Helium. We got 3 games of action for you tonight. Let me know how I'm sounding in the chat and we'll get this thing going. Alright, how do I sound now? Anyone listening can give me a little audio check real quick? Awesome. Alright, so we had a couple games this afternoon, 3 more coming at you tonight. First of which being the Jokers at the Rippers. Jokers took the quick 2-0 series lead and then Rippers were able to bounce back and win Game 3 last night. Strong outing from Phil Ick. And he pitched great on their way to the win. And we'll have a face-off of former teammates tonight. Adam Winwright, of course, still on the Jokers, and then his old teammate, No You, will be on the mound for the Rippers, acquired in free agency. So let's go ahead and see the Jokers lineup. Leading off and playing second base, Spud Perkins. Batting second and in center field, Gunny McGuire. At first base, Mike Twinscrew. Batting cleanup and playing third, Tom Krieg. Mr. Hugo behind the dish and batting fifth. Doug Britton in left, Johnny Rocker in right. Haywood Jablomi at shortstop, and Adam Winwright on the mound. 4.96 ERA last season. Went 4-1 though, despite the not too great ERA, but definitely not the worst that we saw last season. And let's go ahead and see the Rippers here. Rippers played much better at home than they did on the road last season, so they'll at least be looking to win this Game 4 and split here. They'll have Charlie Bubblegum leading off and playing right field, Benny Rodriguez in center, Easton West at first. He's had a slow start, he'll be looking to heat it up tonight. Meals Wheels at third, Jack Schwarbaum's in left field. Dixon Yomata, very hot start for him, playing second base. William Rosario at short. Benji Carlson behind the dish. And No You on the mound. And last year for him was pretty good, 2.67 ERA. And went 2-1, so looking to continue that success here in Season 6. And here we go to the Bingata Bowl. We had some exciting trades happen earlier this afternoon. We'll get more into that later. But definitely a lot to talk about there. And we're off here. Last game of the first week of Season 6. No You, the lefty on the mound. And honestly, I couldn't tell you if you're supposed to pronounce the X or not. And I'm not sure how you would pronounce it if you were supposed to, so we're going to leave it at that. And weak ground ball to second, Yomata up with it. Out number 1. Here comes Gunny. He's got switch hitter now, so immune to specialist, which sort of became the meta in recent seasons with pitching. He'll hit a weak pop-up foul behind first base, no problem for Easton West, and here comes Mike Twinscrew. Takes strike 1. Quick 0-2 from No You. Fights that one off, we'll do it again. Deep shot into right center field, it's gonna get to the wall real quick. Rodriguez up with it. Gonna be a stand-up double with 2 outs for the Jokers. We saw last season the Rippers, among other teams, lived and died by what happened on 2 outs, whether they were producing 2-out offense themselves and then allowing 2-out RBIs by the other team. And that'll be a nice throw by Carlson. Runner is getting greedy, trying to get over to third base. Guns him down. Not sure why you would try and steal a third there. You're already in scoring position with 2 outs. But reward not worth the risk there. Here comes Charlie Bubblegum. Hit sharply, but right at Tom Krieg. Step to his right, and he's got it. Quick out number 1. Adam Winwright with the straight over the top delivery. And rocking the four-seamer, curveball, and changeup. So good everything there. Rodriguez past the dive of the shortstop, and he'll be on with a single. He's been off to a decent start. And Rodriguez taking off for second. He will be just in there, under the tag. Takes a strike there. Fights off the 1-2 pitch, but it's going to have enough territory to get under it for out number 2. And East and West starting the season very slow, just 1 hit on now 12 at-bats. Here comes Meals Wheels. Rippers have yet to hit a home run here in Season 6, despite playing 3 games already. That's going to be off the glove, but the runner's going to hold at third. It didn't deflect quite far enough to think about trying to score there. Schwarbaums would come up with 2 outs, first and third. Take strike 1 on the outside edge. And he's going to hit that sharply, and the second baseman is going to watch it go by. Throw goes and gets cut off by the shortstop. And first and third again, with the red-hot Yomada coming to the plate. That's one of those ones where it's a little too close to dive for and a little too far to reach down and grab it. Yomada hits it sharply, but right at Johnny Rocker in right field, and Winwright will get out of it, just allowing the 1 run. Good sign for the Rippers, scoring with 2 outs there. Here comes Tom Krieg. Krieg past the dive of the shortstop. Swings to the first one he saw. And he's on first base with a sharp single there. Here comes Hugo. He also swings at the first one, but he's going to hit a weak pop foul. It's going to have enough room there. Lots of foul territory here at Bengata for out number 1. And here comes Doug Britton, the left fielder. Ooh, Meals Wheels has it on the grab. 5-4-3 double play. Great job by him there. Didn't know if there was going to be enough time to turn it all the way around with him having to recover from that dive, but Rippers defense got it done. And we go to the bottom of the second. Here comes Rosario. Floats in a curveball for strike 1. Another one, same spot. 1-2 count. And good swing there from Rosario. Send it right back up the middle. And Rippers will have the leadoff runner on here in the second. Carlson at the plate. Benji Carlson, one of their best rookies, if not best players last season, despite the low batting stats. A real anomaly of a year. But he hit 298 on the season, and he'll strike out there. Had some good power numbers too, 6 home runs. Here comes No You. We'll see if we see bunt here to try to move the runner over for Bubblegum. Shows bunt, but pulls back. Takes strike 1. 2-1 count. Lays it down, that's a good one. Ooh, pitcher has trouble with it, but recovers in time to get the slow runner. So runner moves up to second. 2 outs here. Charlie Bubblegum at the dish. I feel like we see that a decent amount. The pitcher goes down to grab it, and then nice play there by Twins crew. Pitcher reaches down to grab it, and then it just kind of sneaks by him. If they took a little bit of a better angle to the ball, they wouldn't get in that situation, but no consequences to it that time. And that is a deep shot into left field, no doubt about it. That thing's going to reach the seats. Oh, not quite. It's into the pen, but that is a... Off the bat, you knew it. Absolutely crushed. Johnny Rocker ties this thing up at 1, just like that. Here comes Jablomi. Jablomi, a key part of the Joker's rebuild. Solid looking rookie. Another pop foul. Carlson. Great effort, but almost ended up over the railing there. Good take by Jablomi. It's 2-2. And he'll fight it off up the middle. Weak little grounder, but it'll get through. A single for him.
Now batting the pitcher, number 50.
And here comes Winwright. He'll probably be showing bunt as well. He does. Lays it down foul. 0-1. Gets that one down. Carlson took a look at second, thought he might have enough time, but gets the sure out at first and go back to the top for the Jokers with Perkins up. Yu falls behind 2-0 here. Now 3-0. First base open. Right down the gut there. And misses there. After allowing the home run, it's first and second here. Joker's looking to add on, just the 1 out. Evens it up to McGuire. And some control issues here for you. It's 3-1. And misses inside. 2 free passes in a row, and just like that, the Jokers have the bases loaded with just 1 out. Twin Screws already had a double tonight. Good screwball there for strike 1. Fights that one off foul. Rippers at double play depth. They're looking to get out of this one unscathed. Besides the solo shot, of course. Misses just inside there. And that's hit hard. Yomada's got it. Gets the out at second. Not going to get it at first, and that's going to allow the run to score. Good effort by Yomada, but just enough speed running to first. It's going to be an RBI. Joker's up 2-1. Craig up now. He's down quickly 0-2. Big cut. That thing wasn't close. Yu gets out of it without too much damage. It's 2-1. Head into the bottom of the third. Rippers looking to equalize. Here comes Rodriguez. Already has a single on the night. Takes strike 1. And that's 2 for 2 for Rodriguez. And he has started the season 5 for 13. Batting .384 so far in season 6. Hot start for him. Benny definitely felt like he underperformed last season. That's looking like a double play ball, but Benny's quick, so they decide to play it safe and get the sure out at first. And here comes Meals Wheels. He has his contact boost active. Not a lot of contact there, though. Weak grounder to Winwright. It'll move the runner to third, but will be out number 2. But Schwarbaum's up here. He has the Rippers' lone RBI tonight. They'll be looking to get another here, and it's up the middle, and Spud Perkins just at the top of his glove. Managed to snag that one and get it over to first. Saves a run. Jokers hold on to the lead. They're still up 2-1. Hugo takes strike 1. Just foul, despite the quick reflexes there by Carlson. And that's hit sharply over the second baseman. Getting a little lag here, but looks like it's going to be another stand-up double for the Jokers.
Now batting the left fielder.
Here comes Doug Britton, looking to move the runner over at least. And just past the dive at third base by Meals Wheels. Schwarbaums grabs it. Throw goes to second. Runner's going home, and the Jokers are up 3-1.
Now batting the right fielder, number 55.
Yu is tense now. Been looking to settle in for a couple innings now, but can't quite make it happen. Still a close game though. Runner doesn't even think about trying for third there against Bubblegum. Here comes Jablomi. Already has a single. Takes strike one there on the screwball. And that's going to bloop in there. That's going to be another run for the Jokers. They're finding some real estate there in around the left field line. That's another double for them. And they'll go up 4-1.
Now batting the pitcher, number 50.
Winwright will probably show bunt here again. Takes ball one. Lays that one down. Hung up in the air a little too long, but
Now batting the
not
second
quite long
baseman,
enough for
number 4.
Carlson to grab it. So successful sacrifice bunt there. Gonna be runner on third with 2 outs for Spud Perkins. Big cut there, but can't catch up to the fastball. 1-2. And between the wickets, that'll score another. Yu tried to get the glove down, but squeaked through his legs, and
Now batting the center
another run
fielder,
for the Jokers.
number 38.
No fireworks this inning, but they're getting the job done. Little bloops here and there, and they've pretty much broken this thing wide open, despite not hitting the ball too hard. Yu walks another,
Now batting the first baseman, now pitching.
and that'll be the end of the night for him. He Dewitt comes in, take over here in the 4th. He Dewitt, of course, the opening day starter. Got roughed up, but was a key part of the win last night, and no one's covering first. East and West got drawn off the bag, and pitcher dove, and as a result, no one covered. Bases loaded here with 2 outs. Big spot for the Rippers defense. They really need to hold this here if they want a chance at coming back in this one. And big strikeout from He Dewitt. That'll keep it reasonably close. Joker's offense has put up 5 in the last 2 innings, and Rippers still looking for an answer. Here comes Yomata. Quickly 3-0 here. And a 4-pitch walk started off for the Rippers. Yomata down to first.
The shortstop, number 47.
High strike call there. 0-1 to Rosario. She's going to hit it up the middle. Spud's got it again. Over to first. The other's choice for out number 1. Spud's playing some good defense. Carlson hits it. Weekly to first. Winwright over to cover. Out number 2. Runner goes to third, and they will let He Dewitt hit here. Try and send that runner home despite the weak pitcher bat, but you know, we've seen crazier things. Weak ground ball to short. Jablomi up and over, and Rippers can't score the runner from third. It will remain 5-1. Go into the 5th.
Now batting the catcher, number 99.
He Dewitt still on the mound. And Hugo at the dish. It's 1-2. Takes inside. Big cut there. Strikeout for He Dewitt, out number 1.
The left fielder, number 84.
Doug Britton has one of the Joker's doubles tonight, and an RBI to show for it. Count is 2-2. Good pitch there. He Dewitt gets him looking.
Now batting
Couple strikeouts here.
Number 55.
Johnny Rocker had the solo shot that got it all started for the Jokers offense. Weak ground ball to Yomata. Very clean inning from He Do It. And here comes the top of the Rippers lineup.
Now batting, the right fielder. Number
Charlie Bubblegum acquired as
60.
part of the Rippers Turkeys trade last season. Didn't see too many trades last season, but he skies that one into shallow left field. Saw a lot of transaction action today. Jokers, of course, signing Mikey Adams, relief pitcher, and also signed Sawamura, who then went to the Meats in a three-way trade. And the Jokers got another pitcher named Otis. So that one's popped out. That'll be on number 3. So a lot of moving parts today for the Jokers. Rookies were flying all over the place.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Lone Star Glory also picked up Dick Avery and Bo Jr. third the fourth in a trade with the Kings where they gave up Billy Big Hits, who was on the Knights last season, but was moved as part of the expansion draft.
Number 50.
And then the other parts of the three-way trade, of course, were the Meats receiving Dusty T, and then the Kings receiving rookie J.W. Doyle. So if you're having as much trouble keeping track of this as I am,
Number 4.
just check out the transactions channel in the Discord, and it'll make a lot more sense. Jokers have a runner on here. And He Do It has the strikeout incentive with 3 Ks in relief, and that's deep to the wall, and it's gonna go over. That ball is gone. 445 feet, and it is 7-1 Jokers.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Gunny has reached twice on a pair of walks. 0 for 1 otherwise. He'll fight that one off into center field. No problem for Rodriguez. Out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman. Number 84.
Perkins looking like a player of the game material for the Jokers. Obviously, his diving plays at second don't really get factored in at the end of the day. That one's going to be gone as well. No doubt about that. Back-to-back jacks for the Jokers. They've really opened it up here against the Rippers. It's 8-1.
Now batting.
Here
the
comes
third
Tom
baseman.
Krieg.
Now pitching.
And He Do It out. Helium in. Big cut there. And another 3 for the Jokers. It's 8-1.
Now batting.
It is not looking good for the Rippers at this point.
Number
They've had crazier comebacks, but it's getting late and they are down 7. Good play there by Winwright on the mound.
now batting, the left fielder.
Here comes Schwarbombs.
12.
Three out of Schwarbombs. Take strike 1. Just got the outside edge. Inside edge there for strike 2. Full count. And gets him looking. Comes back from the 3-0 count and puts away Schwarbombs. Didn't lift the bat off his shoulders. Here comes Yomata. Floats the curveball in for strike 1. Perkins can't quite get to that one. And center fielder can't either. Gunny had some real trouble with that. Don't know how. That was a pretty easy one to cut off, but guess he just overthought it, and Yomata gets a double instead of a single. Rosario looking to do something here with 2 outs. She has a single. 1 for 2 on the night. And she's going to hit it through the left side. Hit a little too hard. Going to hold the runner. First and third with 2 outs for Benji.
The catcher, number 39.
Takes strike 1. Oh, and 2. Oh, ball gets away. Runner's going to try it. And he is just safe. Rippers score on. Couldn't tell if it was a wild pitch or pass ball. That thing's crushed into center, not quite deep enough. So the Rippers will get a run there. And it looked like the runner at third kind of thought about it for a second. If you think about it, you're better off just not going. So if you're not running hard from the start, you're just not doing yourself any favors, but made it happen anyways. Bang bang play at the plate, and it is now 8-2. High pop up there. And who we got?
I heard backup was needed.
Backup is needed. I am picking up my wife from work after this game, and then I
I'm
will
here.
be back, but feel free to join in until that happens.
Yeah, no worries. I will add some snarky commentary whenever you want.
Always snarky. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Is this the LV Chokers? Ah, it is.
It is the Chokers, although they're
They're
staring
up
at,
8-2.
I know, they're
Yikes.
staring a 3-1 opening week in the face.
They've been no wait. Why do I think everyone's trading with them? They were involved in a trade recently, weren't they?
Yeah, today they were part of the 3-way trade, and then
Yeah.
they also signed some people.
They I think they got Andy Young and sent Rapid Raccoon off to Kirky or something.
Right, yeah, that was just the other day, so Jokers have been part of a lot of moves. We'll see if it helps them out.
Let me just check my mic here. I gotta turn on the stream, make sure we're not using the headphones mic like I was the other day.
Ha! Deep shot there from from Nerdler, excuse me. And that ball just gets over the fence. Just over the jump of the center fielder, and a pinch hit home run
Center
for
fielder
Alice
almost had
Nerdler.
that.
It was close.
That was like a mistime jumped away from being a snag right at the
yeah.
wall.
And you never know if, even if they get the glove on it, it could just deflect and bounce over. You see that sometimes. Bubblegum 0 for 3, but he's gonna squeak that one up the middle. Rippers showing some signs of life, but still down 5 runs here. Winwright looking good.
Looking gassed though.
Yeah, he's getting
Throwing
up there.
82 pitches. He's just throwing all over the place now.
Yeah,
Nope,
that's a
nope,
double play ball, but Bubblegum's
No.
too quick.
Fielder's choice.
Here comes East and West. He's way due for a hit. Only 1 hit this whole first week.
I mean, we've seen what happens when people are due. There was a certain due player last night who may or may not be my player who hit 3 home runs in 1 game. So
Yep.
it's possible.
Oh, chest foul over first base. 1 and 2 here to East and West. Yeah, I mean, if we're talking due, you could talk due all you want, but if you look at Joey Trash Phillips last season,
Yeah, he's been due for like 3 seasons.
he's been due for a while. That'll score a run. 8-4 Rippers. See if Winwright gets pulled here.
Mr. Joey 2 rings.
Raccoon
he's
comes
done.
in. All right, last appearance for Raccoon on the Jokers. He'll be a turkey next week.
You go from a fringe playoff contender to an actual playoff contender. It doesn't get much better than that.
I mean, every season we've seen crazy stuff happen, so.
We've also seen the turkeys in this playoffs every season, so they didn't change enough to make me think that they're going to miss the playoffs this
Oh,
year.
I still think they're good. Are they good enough to not lose in the semifinals, though?
Yeah, that's a common theme.
That seems to be their thing. Schwarbaum's
The
hits it deep.
Steamers don't exist anymore, so their kryptonite's gone.
It's true. And that's going to be off the inside part of the bat. He jammed him. Here comes Phil Ick. Rippers
you got
score a couple.
you got 2 innings to get 4 runs. It's possible. It's
Oh,
extremely possible,
100%.
especially with how that last inning went.
I mean, we were down 10-0 to the Turkeys last season in like the 6th inning, and we came back and won that thing. So anytime I see a deficit like this, I know it's possible. Just a matter of
I've seen
will
some
it
crazy
happen.
things in my 6 seasons. There has been some ridiculous comebacks.
Pops that one up. Yamada's waving his arms because he wants it, but no one else was even thinking about it. Maybe he, people didn't share with him as a child.
What?
I don't know. He was waving his arm for that ball like it's the only thing he ever wanted in life.
Maybe it is.
It's true.
Maybe he's incredibly depressed or something. Like, you didn't know that? I don't know why he would be after being on base 2 times today, but
We'll see how he does here. I love that batting stance. It's like he's got the bat on a gyroscope or something. And hit hard, but right at Jablomi.
that's a great name. I was hoping somebody would name themselves that, and someone finally did, and I'm so happy because of it.
Yep, I keep wanting to say Jablome just because that's how you pronounce it if, you know, it was normal. Hit hard by
yikes.
Rosario.
That's dropping.
And caught by McGuire.
Oh!
Lays out and robs at least a double there.
Man, I hope Gunny was watching because that could have been the greatest outfield catch I've ever seen. That was something.
That was a good one. 0-2 to Carlson. He's 0 for 3. Fights that one off. What were we talking about before that diving catch? It kind of blinked my brain out. Oh yeah, Yomada. Something about Yomada. Well, it's always something about Yomada, isn't it? Carlson goes down. He's tense. See if it affects
just
him on
happened
defense.
to my internet just cut out. That
Wow.
never happens.
I thought you were just ignoring me. And there he goes. Into the abyss. We'll see if Ben comes back in a couple minutes. There he is, right on cue. Ben, say something.
What is going on?
All right, loud and clear.
All right, I think I'm back. I don't know what was going on there.
Yeah, you sound fine. Twin screw up now. He's 3 for 4. A triple away from the cycle. When's the last time we saw a cycle in BHB?
It's not happened for a long time. There was like one in season 3, I think, and
I was
that's
gonna
it.
say, like, I don't think I've ever seen
It
one.
was by a player who is no longer in the league, Willie Mays Hayes, I believe.
Okay. I'm not sure he has the speed for a triple unless he really hits it perfect.
Yeah, and
Especially
that's
here
not
at
perfect.
Bengado, where there's not enough weird angles in the outfield to make that happen. And
Yeah, this field is
out
smooth
there.
like my brain.
I'm not sure why they pitched out there on 2-2.
Because Krieg's coming up, and we've seen that Krieg swings at everything.
Yeah, specialist, and he's tense, so a shell of his former self.
And he can't find the zone. Oh my goodness.
Nick is struggling.
Pull him. Honestly, just pull him.
Having some flashbacks here. The Rippers were a little walk happy last year, despite just people pouring their points into accuracy, pouring their hearts out too, and you know, the strikes just didn't come.
I'm calling for this man's head. Get him out of the game before he walks someone else.
2-2. And floats it in
There we go.
Grabs the outside edge.
I'm just going to say that looked outside, but I'm not going to argue.
Maybe a little sympathy call from the ump.
We've agreed that the umpires in this are absolutely awful.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't be a baseball game if you didn't hate the umps.
Would not be a baseball game indeed. Would not be a sport if you didn't hate the officiators.
Just missed there. Full count. And
why did he swing at that?
Floated foul. Long run by Wheels. Grabs it. No tag from the runner.
Now batting,
That was a ball. I don't know why I swung.
number
I think it might have grabbed the edge on 3-2, you know. Gotta swing at the close ones. Sometimes you get some weird calls on those curveballs. Joker's trying to put the Rippers away here. I think if they score even just 1 or 2, it's way out of reach, but Ick recovers nicely.
How did he get out of that?
Yeah.
He couldn't find the zone to save his life, and then he strikes out 3 consecutive, or, you know, almost strikes out 3 consecutive. One was
Yeah.
a foul out.
pitcher.
That'll be the end of his night.
Batting,
Here comes Morgab Spronkle.
70.
What kind of name is that?
That's classified.
It's classified.
Morgab had a great at-bat last night despite being ruthlessly objectified just because of her batting stance.
That's brutal. Holy moly.
Another deep shot there, but over is Johnny Rocker.
That had the power. It just didn't have, you know, the height.
Number 60.
It's true, it was hit pretty hard. If it found a gap, it would have been a double for sure.
I got bad news for you. I don't know if this game's going your way today.
Oh no.
Now batting,
I'm just glad we made it a little close.
Was
'Cause it wasn't looking that way.
Assuming the chokers don't come into oh well, yeah, that'll do it.
That will do it. Rippers go 1-3 at home in week 1. Jokers looking very strong as they win this one 8-4, cap off a good first week for them. They out-hit the Rippers 12-10, but a lot of doubles and were able to string some hits together. A couple home runs too. Very good offensive night for them. All right, so Perkins 2 for 4, 3 RBIs in the dinger. Twin Screw 3 for 4, 2 RBIs and a dinger of his own. The rest of the lineup, everyone got a hit except for McGuire, who had 3 walks.
Yeah, but that diving catch in center field makes up for that.
Oh yeah, and even Wainwright, the pitcher, got a hit and scored a run for the Rippers. Scattered hits here and there. Actually, everyone 1 through 7 got a hit, but they just couldn't quite make it happen. They only got 1 base runner via the walk, and a lot of times that's the difference you see in these games. I mean, you could see the Jokers had 18 total base runners because of all those walks, and then the Rippers had 10 hits but only 11 base runners just because of the 1 walk. And so when you kind of think about that, it makes sense that this game went the Jokers' way. Let's see how it went
Indeed.
for the pitchers. Wainwright gets the win. Only 2 strikeouts, but just the 1 walk, and gave up the single home run. Raccoon looked good out of the pen in his last game in the Jokers uniform. He'll be a turkey next week, and No U takes the loss for the Rippers. Got shelled, didn't last long in the game, and walked a few guys. And the pen looked very clean. I think he would allowed an inherited runner to score, but then Ick also walked a few guys, but had some good damage control, so the pen looked pretty good for the Rippers today.
Indeed.
And
Special credit to Ick for pulling it together there.
it's true. Twin Screw gets star of the game. Like I said, just the triple short of the cycle. Perkins also very good game for him. And then Alice Nerdler with the pinch hit home run will get star of the game number 3. So we will head to game 2, Rough Riders at Turkeys. I'm gonna hand it over to Ben here as I go to pick up my wife. I will be back in 10 to 15 minutes, and enjoy until then. We'll be right back.
All right, sounds good. I forgot he had the soundboard. All right. I'm under the impression that this series cannot be won. Rather, wait, hold on. What is the series at? I came in woefully unprepared. Let me just check the game stats, and I'll be back at you guys in just like 2 seconds. Hold on. All right, so as of today, the Turkeys have a 3-0 series lead on the Rough Riders. So basically, the Turkeys have just won the series. They're playing for pride here, and maybe for a better, you know, seeding, if it comes to that in the end. I'm already thinking playoffs, but it's literally week 1. I'm seeing some chat saying Turkeys 3-0, thank you, and then Turkeys 3-1. So, Rough Riders fans calling their shot today, but man, I wouldn't be too sure about that after what I've seen for your team in the past 3 days. Well, howdy, partner. This is the Bartolo Heavy Blurns ball. That is correct. We kind of worship Bartolo here. Doesn't look like much has changed with the lineups. Maybe just a bit of shuffling. We got Laird Olaf starting things off in left field, followed by Paps Bear Hatman. Dick Slap Tallywhack is batting third. Jose 43 comes in at cleanup. Deacon Nickens will be batting fifth. Daryl Strawberry is the sixth man. The seven man's... is that Devin Anthony? I think it might be Devin Anthony. I don't know if he was in the game earlier this year. That's interesting. Or if he was, I just wasn't paying close enough attention. I am Snowball, who was responsible for the absolute cursed fielding fest that occurred yesterday. Is up 8th. And then Alejandro Kirk gets the starting nod today. If you want to check out the bullpen, Coconuts, Gallingham, Armstrong, Dickshot, Chungus, Bloopington, and Jackson are ready to come in and throw. Just taking a look over here. How'd you guess that? Says Andy Young. Andy Young is now a member of the Jokers after this game. Fun fact. That trade coming into effect along with the other blockbuster trade. Did you hear about that one? Dick Avery, Dusty T, and a prospect shipped off to numerous different teams in returns for Billy Big Hits and another pitcher whose name I can't remember right now. Here is the Turkeys lineup, starting off with Ray Ray, who had a great game last night, followed by Mighty Buns Jr., Domingo Ayala at third, Tom Rahman at fourth, Mojo Rising at fifth, Parker Thomas at sixth, who apparently has been around since season 1 as well, so this will be his final season. Skylar Kingsley is batting seventh, Hill is eighth, and Barry Cools will be on the mound. Again, this is Andy Young's last game as a Turkey. If we want to go through the trade recap, in case you guys didn't see, it's been an active day in the trade market. What happened was basically, first of all, the Glory got Dick Avery and Bo Jr. third, the fourth. And the Kings got Billy Big Hits in return. And then a three-way trade happens. Manmeat's got Dusty T and Sawamura. The Jokers got Otis. And the Kings got J.W. Doyle. Pretty exciting day in the BHB world. Not a lot of trades happen these days, so when one does happen, it's always fun. And it's week 1, too. A little bit early for trades. I don't know, will we have to implement a trade deadline this year? We'll see. Starting off, Laird Olaf. So this series has not gone well for the Rough Riders as Barry Cools shoots the first ball down for a ball. They've lost 3 straight, and that's not how you want to start your expansion franchise, or rather relocation franchise. For those who don't know, this was the Wild Things last year as Olaf strikes out looking. Meanwhile, the Turkeys, they've always been good. You know this. They can't get past the first round of the playoffs, but they've always been good in the regular season. Sorry, Tom, if you're watching. I'm just speaking the truth. You can't beat us. Like, well, maybe you can now because we've retired the Steamers moniker, but, you know. You can't beat Chumba in the playoffs. 2-2 to count the Bear Hatman. Swings at the high pitch. I don't get that. You may have seen a clip of me complaining about Tom Krieg swinging at a low ball and saying he was golfing. Yeah, I don't get this game's decision-making. It annoys me with a lot of sports games when the decision-making is bad, so I was yelling at Madden earlier today. So here is Dick Slap Tallywhack, takes a ball and then swings. Looked like it could have been a strike, so I'll give him that. Swings again. Cools with the changeup. And that is hammered in the center left. That's going to go to the wall. Looks like Tallywhack is going to start his game off with a stand-up double. Not bad if you're a team that needs to get a win as desperately as the Rough Riders do. Jose 43, I don't really get why they put him at cleanup. I'm just going to say it. You know, again, anything is possible. But then again, most times he just does that. He's not known to be a RBI hitter, so again, I don't know what he's doing there. Also, credit to the shortstop for that incredible stop on third for the third out. I almost said on third down. Can you tell I've been playing Madden all day? Ray Ray had a phenomenal game last night. Let's see if she can continue that hot streak she started off last night. Well, that's a good start. This one's going to go into what the closest thing to the gap that we can get for Shaka. And she gets a stand-up double. So she looks at Dick Slap Tallywhack and says, anything you can do, I can do just as good. Mighty Bunce Jr. is up now. I'm hearing that was Ty at shortstop who made the snag. So credit to Ty. Oh, Ray Ray gets gunned down by I Am Snowball. Snowball is finally throwing in the correct direction. MBJ hits this one foul. They're going to lay out and not going to be caught. He stays alive. This one could be just over the second baseman's head. And look at that. That's a gift of a single if I've ever seen one. You just can't jump that high. Domingo Ayala is up now. Looks like Kirk is specialist, so Ayala is going to be hitting with a bit of a handicap here. I don't know if that was the correct word. Please comment if the word handicap was not the correct thing to say. They're going to try to gun down Mighty Bunce Jr. at first. I don't know if he's that much of a stealer, but all right. It'd be helpful if I had a second monitor where I could just look at the stats sheet, but at the moment, I am just on a 13-inch laptop, so I can't really go back and forth. Also, they're going to walk Ayala. Big Tom Ramen, cleanup hitter. Man on second and first, number 0, allegedly. Didn't know that was a number you could have in this sport. Strike down the middle from Kirk. And Ramen, that's going to drop. Ramen's going to load the bases. And a bad throw coming out from left field. Bear Hatman is still able to gobble that ball up, but yikes. Imagine that ball just goes nowhere. They probably have a run scored. Mojo Rising, center fielder with a prime position to score here. Basically, anything other than a ground out, an infield fly, or a strikeout will score here. So this is going to score, no matter if it goes the distance or not. There you go. It's a pop fly. Deacon Nickens grabs the ball, but it's going to score a run, and the Turkeys are on the board 1-0. Here's Parker Thomas again, the veteran, 6th-season veteran allegedly. Again, I was just looking through season 1 stats yesterday, and most of the names except for my name and were, retired or gone. But Parker Thomas was there. Oh, well. He's been around for 6 years. You'd think he'd know not to strike out like that. Yeah, looks like Parker Thomas will be retired this year. And so will my current player. Have I mentioned that? I think I've mentioned that a couple times. Nickens is up now. He pops this one. Looks like it's going to go to the shortstop. Caught by Hill. And now I can give full credit to Dante Hill for making that great snag last inning. Darryl Strawberry looks like a bizarro Joey Phillips. I'm just going to point that out now. That is 2 balls to 1 strike. Cools has settled in nicely. Strike down the middle. I don't know what it is. Pitchers named Barry in this league seem to have a high rate of success. They're going to walk him. So as soon as I say that, they let him get on base freely. Devin Anthony is up now. First at-bat of the day. It is Devin Anthony. Yeah, he's been around a while, too. I wouldn't be surprised if this is his 5th or 6th year. I'll have to get the list out, see who was around in Season 1, but I know it was me and Parker Thomas. If anyone else was around in Season 1, feel free to let me know so we can have a retirement party or something. And Anthony, this one might be 2. Nope, fielder's choice. It goes to first. I Am Snowball. Gunned a man down earlier. So now he wants to do some damage on the offensive side of the ball. And this is a deep shot. I don't know if center fielder's going to get up. Never mind. Mojo Rising is just too quick, and he grabs it. So now the 7, 8, and 9 hitters coming up for the Turkeys. So Devin Anthony does not know when he got here. Yeah, Parker Thomas. Someone tell him I think he's retiring this year because I saw his stats on Season 1. That's a deep shot for Skylar Kingsley. It's going to drop. Strawberry is not fast enough to grab it. It was right there, too. Dante Hill, the rookie, again, made some great plays in the outfield so far. Yeah, Parker, I think, is Season 1, but we're going to need to find that out for sure. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be retired. Kirk is tense. And Hill rockets one deep. I think that might have the distance. It's going deep. Oh, man. Wow. If that wall is a bit higher or a bit shorter, they're like 2 feet shorter, that ball is gone. And I think Hill has his first career home run. Unfortunate. Cools is showing bunt here, not a surprise. And way behind in the count. He's going to need to aim his bat a bit better. Oh my goodness. You can't do that when you're in the pitcher spot and you need to bunt to get a man improved. Especially when Ray Colson, who is hotter than Neptune. No, Neptune's cold. Hotter than Mercury right now. Coming up to bat, and you can get someone in scoring position. Now they're just going to have to hope for a deep double or a home run or a triple to score the man at first. Pitches go outside. They might be trying to walk her. Doesn't look like she's going to do anything here. Wow, they don't have the speed to get that? Yikes. She's going to hit it foul again and stay alive. And that is just over the first baseman. That's going to go for a single. So Ray is still red hot. 2 for 2 tonight. And now MBJ is up in a prime position to take someone home. He's got a single on the night. We will see if he can get that. They try to pick off Ray after her attempt to steal last inning that, didn't go so well. Mighty Bunts goes deep. This might have the distance. It has the height for sure. It is out of here. 3-run shot for Mighty Bunts Jr. in the second inning. And the Turkeys go up 4-0, 450 feet. Actually 449, but you know what? I will call that a 450 foot because who cares about a foot? Size doesn't matter. Well, after the exciting home run, Ayala is just going to pop fly this one out to shortstop. Would anyone like to clip that? I would appreciate if you clipped that. I like having my home run calls clipped. It's fun. Especially the excitement ones. That was an excitement one. I should probably stop asking for that. Kirk lines out. So far, not great for the pitcher. Laird Olaf back up, 0 for 1. Man, Laird Olaf. That name is kind of hard to pronounce to begin with, but when the font makes it, I think I said this the other night, when the font makes it look like Oif or Olf, it's obnoxious, because I's and lowercase L's are basically the same, and it bothers me. Fix your game. Paps Bear Hatman's back up, 0 for 1. Strike down the middle. That's foul. And he swings at the inside pitch. Looks like Bear Hatman's aged a bit. I don't know about you, but to me, he looks like he's got some gray hairs now. I don't know if he had those last year. Maybe I didn't watch enough of the Wild Things. Here's Tom Rahman. He's the catcher, and he's also 1 for 1 on the day. So far, he's taken 2 balls from Kirk, who is not settling in at all, and they might need to go to the bullpen soon. Yeah, maybe, you're on track to lose 4 straight. You're just going to give up another hit there. I think it might be time to go to the bullpen already. Kirk's a good pitcher, but tonight's not his night. Mojo Rising has been walked. Sorry, I thought that said BB. It actually says RBI because he was the pop-out for a run earlier. Rahman on first. Rising swings and misses. And that's high again. He's in position to be on base. Just balls on base. There you go. Yeah, so a message to the manager of the Rough Riders. Pull Alejandro Kirk because this is not a good game. I'm just going to say it. He's a good pitcher. I said this already. He's not having a good night. Parker Thomas, 0 for 1, and he's already ahead 3-0. So unless you want to walk another guy and load the bases with no outs, I suggest you get it going. There you go. The bases are loaded. Turkeys are in prime position to knock a few more in. Skylar Kingsley, 1 for 1 with a single. If he hits anything other than an infield fly or a ground out, it's 5-0 or greater Turkeys. Kirk in a bit of a spot here. Now it's 2-1. Wow, he wanted all of that one, but it's foul. And that's a run. That might be 2 runs. Skylar Kingsley's going to knock 2 in, it looks like, unless the throw's there on time. It's not, and the catcher can't field it either. Kirk with a 2 RBI single. And that's it for Alejandro Kirk. Molecular Chungus is in the game. One of the most interesting characters in this league. He's been calling himself a Cy Young candidate even before the season started. We'll see if he can pull the Rough Riders out of this situation. Kirk doesn't even make it through 3. Chungus's pitch right into the middle. He swings at it, and it's foul. And Molecular Chungus's first batter is not going to go well. This is going to score at least 1, maybe 2. It's not going to score 2. I think Freddie's back because I just heard an oof, and that wasn't me.
You got it.
Yeah, this game's not going well. It's really not going well.
I mean, depends on who you're rooting for, it looks like.
Yeah, if you're a Turkey or a Turkey's fan, this is your game. But the Rough Riders, yikes, they might want to enact the mercy rule.
Yeah, I can't say I am. First and third, 1 out. Squeeze play is on.
Uh-oh, we got a pickle.
Wow. You
Look at
can't hit
this.
the squeeze
They
punt
can't
right
even
back
hit
to
him.
the pitcher.
What is going
The
on?
whole team.
Just the entire team.
Everyone else is just watching.
That was the longest pickle of my life. So Colston is hot again.
That's
this
what
is
she
not
said.
good. All right. Jeez. 2 for 2 on the day with a double and a single. Chungus pitches outside. Chungus pitches high. That was a strike?
It sounds like you're getting clipped for that pickle comment.
Of course I am. Oh, that's the one thing you couldn't have done there. Infield fly. That's an out. Ray finally gets out in this game. So yeah, MBJ hit a dinger. I think it was this inning too.
Oh
No,
wow,
was it this
have
inning?
they batted around?
I don't think they batted around actually. I think it was last inning.
Was
But
it a
they,
3-run shot, or I'm seeing
It was a
3
3-run.
RBIs?
It was a 3-run.
Wow.
Yeah,
Turkey's got a good team this year.
yeah, they might actually go all the way this year. Technically, they do have a championship because they won in season 1, but they were known as a different team at the time. They were known as the
That's
Jamaica
right.
Hummingbirds.
Back in the olden days.
We got another bases loaded situation. This is the second in this inning.
Oh my goodness. I mean, in pennant race, if they would clear the bases here, it's over.
Yeah, no, for sure.
10-0. But
I will be frank. I have never played Pennant Race because I don't own this game. So
oh yeah. It's
I almost bought it. I almost bought it last year, but I was like, there's no way I'm playing this if I can just watch it, and it's better than I would be at playing it. Wow, that ump's getting into it.
Ump is so hyped to be done with that inning.
3-3-1. They are just firing on all cylinders. Tallywhack is one of the few people who has actually done something for the Rough Riders. He's got a double.
Yeah, I'd say
And he's-
I'd wait to get Super Mega until it's on sale, but
yeah.
very good game. I've got a ton of playtime.
Oh, wow.
Dive. Oh,
He's not diving. That's a double. And
Skylar,
if this
come
throw's
on,
bad,
man.
It could be a triple. No, it's a double. Oh, there is a bad throw. Look at that.
Almost made it happen.
The fielding in this series has been terrible. It's been awful. It was bad last night, and that's like the second mistake of the night.
I think the Turkeys gotta have some pretty bad fielding to let this one go, though. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's a great hit. I think that's they're going to leave him at first, but that's going to score the first run of the night for the Rough Riders.
they're on the board, 7-1.
Yep, don't call it a comeback. Here's Deacon Nickens.
I am certainly not calling it a comeback.
Yeah, Deacon Nickens has pretty good stats, though, so, I mean, if someone's going to help them get back into the game, it's this guy.
Oh, for sure.
Or he's going to do that. That's a double play if I've
5,
ever seen one.
4, 3.
Yeah, that doesn't
Bye-bye.
get much easier than that. I called this guy the Joey Phillips Bizarro twin earlier because he looks just like him.
He's got the same face.
He's got the same face, stature. He almost wears the same colors.
Yeah,
It's
looks similar. He's a little more tan.
He's been spending more time in the tanning booth, yeah. But other than that, he could pass off for Joey Phillips any day of the week.
Yeah, I mean, look at that
He's
strikeout.
Yeah, he even
It's a
bats like
great
him.
impression.
Oh wow. Is Joey on the man meets now?
He sure is.
I couldn't think of a better team for him. I couldn't think of a better fit.
I will leave that open to interpretation.
That's what she's. Oh, Molecular Chungus is just getting taken
Is
deep
it
left and right. That's
gone?
gone. No, it's off the wall.
Halfway
Wow.
up. That's Shaka for you.
Shock is a fun park.
So
I
the
think that was-
Knights, they swept earlier, right? Did they beat the Moose? in
I
game
actually
4?
didn't check, but I think they might have.
I mean,
It wouldn't surprise me. The Knights were the best team in the league last year,
And
as
the-
that might actually bring a run in. Yep, I think Ramon's going to turn. Oh, wow, they almost got him, too, but it's not enough.
runner down to second as a result.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Knights beat the Moose 8-5, so they went
They
4-0 in week 1. Turkey's looking
Not
to do the
bad.
same.
Well, I mean, let's just say it now. Unless, a Toronto Maple Leafs Game 7-esque collapse happens here,
Oh yeah.
I think they're going to go 4-0. But, anything is possible, as referenced by the wonderful collapse of the Toronto Maple Leafs in the third period. That's one of my favorite moments in sports history.
That was a good one.
Are you a
Unless you're
Bruins fan?
Canadian. I am. Don't tell
Yeah.
Quan.
Oh, is he a Habs fan or something?
I think Quan's Canadian. I don't know
Oh,
who he
boy.
roots for.
I only have a problem with 2 Canadian teams. The rest are just kind of irrelevant, so I don't really bother. This might get cut. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
He was hosed.
That's like I am Snowball's second ridiculous move of the day. There goes Molecular Chungus. Johnny Dickshot is in the game.
Wow. This is
Remember
getting ugly.
I saw Molecular Chungus like 3 times saying he was going to be this season's Cy Young. Not if you're going to pitch like that.
I saw Molecular Chungus at the end of my bed last night, but then I realized it was just my sleep paralysis demon.
No, it's actually Molecular Chungus. He lives in everyone's attic. He switches attics day by day. He sneaks in every attic at night, and then he just sits there and watches you all night.
Guess what?
Have we mentioned they haven't gotten a single out? They haven't gotten a single out yet, and the bases are loaded again.
Yeah. They're letting
You think-
Barry bat. They're saying, go hit a grand slam, Barry.
If the pitcher hits a grand slam here, I'll be flabbergasted.
Ooh!
That's close. That's as close as you're gonna get to a pitcher grand slam.
That was a very nice RBI single there against
Hey,
Dick
Rough
Shot.
Riders fans, look away. It's only getting worse.
Yeah.
All right, they're gonna pitch Ray out because they can't pitch her out because there's
No.
that's actually the best.
Ooh.
Throw home, throw home.
No, they got double play.
They got the double, but man, Mighty Bunce is locked in too. That if he gets a hit, that's another. Nope, he's gonna ground out. So they only got out of it with 1 run. So not bad for the Rough Riders defense, but they've also given up 11 runs in 4 innings.
Yeah, not a
So-
single scoreless inning for the Rough Riders.
They need to get it together. They're starting 0-4.
Ooh,
Wasn't this
snagged.
team in the playoffs 2 years ago as like the 2 seed? What happened?
A lot can change in 2 seasons here in the BHB.
Yeah,
Just look at the
yeah,
Knights.
Just look at the Knights. Snowball has made me very angry today. And he's also not hit anything.
Not
Wow,
that
you're
time
gonna
either.
swing at that? You're gonna swing at that?
This guy stinks!
Thank you. Thank you.
He deserved it. I haven't even been watching the whole game, and I knew he deserved it.
No, yeah, he has not had a good couple of games. He needs to get it together.
Ooh,
Or else we could see some more trades coming, maybe for a new catcher.
it's true.
All right, let's see if they can hold the Turkeys to 0 runs this inning.
That's a nice goal for them. 3-4-5 coming up though, so good luck. Although Dick
Ayala
Shot is a
has
good
only
pitcher.
he's only been walked today, so if you're gonna start off a good defensive stand, this is the guy you want to start it with because he's just not done anything today.
Or is he due? On the other hand, you could just say he's due.
You could make that argument.
I think I just did.
You
See what
yeah.
happens. Full
I mean,
count.
he's got a full count. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I mean, you want to call that a payoff pitch there? Didn't work.
Did not pay off, as it were.
Rahman
Ramen
needs
3
to.
for 3.
If he reaches base one more time, he gets a point. So, I'd be surprised if he swings here. He might just let them all go balls because Dick Shot's throwing all over the place.
You think the oh wow, 3-0. Get that easy
Yeah,
incentive.
they're gonna walk him. Yep. Yeah. Oh, he thought he had the green light.
Full counts again. And K-Man
Oh,
gets the
man.
K.
That was outside too.
Yeah, tough one to lay off there.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, it was either swing and maybe get a hit, or get struck out, or not swing and get a progression point. Hey, they did it!
Scoreless. At
All
this
right.
rate, they'll only lose by 10.
They'll only lose by 10.
I mean, we're assuming their offense isn't going to do much the rest of the way, but here comes Olaf, rookie and one of the players in that wild minor league championship last season.
Indeed. I'm taking a look at the chat right now. Allegedly, the entire Wild Things lineup was lost to the Jokers, and they also lost Holden Tudix to Cleveland, who is now Columbia.
Yep.
And just
Back in
chat.
the old days before the free agency restrictions.
Yep.
Some wild times. Not a lot of
Indeed.
rules. And of course, the
Allywhack is having a game.
Atlanta franchise has many thoughts on those days, but we will save that for another time.
Don't you mean the Marauders? Don't you mean the whatever they were before that?
The Turkeys feeder team. What?
Turkeys. No, they were another team before that. I can't
Oh
remember
yeah,
what
they were
though. They weren't the Mad Pandas. They became Miami.
No, but Atlanta was the Crickets. No.
They could have been the Crickets.
I'll
I'm
look
thinking
it up.
Hummingbirds became the Turkeys. Steamers became the Kings. Cazadores turned into what is now the Jokers.
Let's see.
Man Meats are now the Moose, but they're also the Man Meats. Yeah, they were the Crickets. They had
They
to have
were
been.
the Crickets. Yeah.
There you go. Remember you had Charlie Bubblegum in your old days.
Oh yeah. Now he's back.
Now he's back.
Full circle.
Coming home.
Ooh, just
We also
misses the base there.
found out. I think Parker Thomas is another one who's being retired this year.
Is he? Wow.
Yeah, he was apparently around in season 1.
No way.
I don't know. Maybe he
man.
left and came back because I don't feel like he's been here that entire time. But there's a chance.
No, and he doesn't look like he has the veteran stats of a guy who's been around here for 7 seasons. Like he looks like
Yeah,
a good player, but not like he's been spending points for 7 straight seasons.
I mean, we're gonna have to look into the stat books for this one. There's also an alleged Devin Anthony who might be retired, but we actually don't know when he started. So, yikes.
Can't he
I
just
don't know.
tell you?
He doesn't remember. He doesn't remember. We've asked him.
I mean, start scrolling.
Yep. Back to the stats page. See who shows up.
It's
All
true.
right. Back to baseball. Deacon Nickens is up now. 0 for 2 on the day. Has made a couple catches out in right field, but this is the story of the Rough Riders today. Can't get anything going on offense, and
I mean, they named themselves the Rough Riders. They were just. It's gonna be a rough ride.
yeah, this could be a rough year for them. That's a pop out. Daryl Strawberry, the alternate universe Joey Phillips, coming up now. That's a strike. Are they calling everything a strike? That's a strike?
That was paint. Come on, give it to him.
That was barely paint.
You have a very narrow strike zone, Ben. I gotta say.
I also am visually impaired, so relax. Relax.
Wow. Had to do me like that. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have 20/20 vision unless I wear my bifocals. What's up with that?
Bifocals, let's go.
There we go.
That's
That's a
a
fancy name for.
flex.
Oh, Devin Anthony. Speak of the devil. I
Get
think he just went-
shotgun. Oh, it's over.
That's gone.
I thought he was
Wow.
getting shotgun on that one.
Yeah, he was. It looked like a shaka, but that just had enough height.
Gotta
453
hit that
long.
thing 450 feet just to get it out of here.
Now batting.
Actually, Mighty Buns hit a 449 earlier.
Now pitching.
Center field?
Right field.
Gotcha.
Andy Young, the farewell tour for the Turkeys.
Oh, yeah.
There he goes. Off the field. He'll probably finish this game out, but nice to see them letting him pitch one more time.
Yeah, let's see if they pinch it here. I would think no.
All the Andy Young fans in the stands are shedding tears right now. Now they're going to have to go be fans of the Las Vegas chokers or jokers or joklers or
Jonkers.
whatever you want to call them. And that's how you go out. You strike out. Ray, hot again. As an RBI and does that. All right. Well,
Hey, Snowball
Can't-
caught it.
congrats, I am Snowball.
You
Let's
did
give that
it.
man his season MVP. Bloopington enters the game. Specialist trait, but it doesn't do much for MBJ, who is locked in. And, well, hitting it foul, apparently.
Ooh, under
Wow,
the glove
okay.
there.
You would have think he'd be able to grab that. Doesn't really matter because he's still out, but you got to reach a bit lower than that.
I mean, this game is slowed down. Everyone knows that it's over. They're just kind of thinking about
just-
the ride home at this point.
Billy Bean baseball. That's what we're playing right now.
Except for
Loki-
Loki Piddlestick, who's
Loki Piddlestick.
getting to pinch hit here.
Is that an AI name? Because if so, that is a phenomenal
No, it
name.
is.
It's gotta be.
Well,
Wow. I don't care what you say about my strike zone. That was ball one.
I looked good to me.
All right, whatever. See, that was definitely a ball. I agree.
Ooh.
Oh, man. Dante Hall can't get it. He had that great diving catch earlier, and I guess he just paid for it right now with that missed grab.
That one was a
Yeah.
coin toss at 49% miss odds.
Yeah. He
Get
had
that
a
fielding
great
up a
grab
little bit.
earlier, though, so it evens out.
Here comes
They're
Paps.
happening.
Speaking
Yeah.
of guys who have hit 3 home runs in a game, he did that late last season.
He did, huh? Wow.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Is I Am Snowball just giving everyone the Medusa stare and just giving his fielding to everyone?
Number 27.
All right, Tallywhack, if he goes yard here, this game's not completely lost. Like, you have that
He's
to
3 for
ride your hats
3.
on.
If he can just
Yeah.
get an incentive out of this game, that's a win for him personally.
Honestly, just improve your player while your entire team just takes a shellacking. I'm all for it. Or are you going to swing at that?
There he goes.
No, that's
4
a
for
point.
4.
There you go. And I think that's going to score a run. Unless.
Oof. Yeet.
Oh, and it's a bad throw.
Now batting. The third
Man, oh, man.
Number 43.
Thank you for the dough.
No problem. Oh, another one.
Oh, my God, Turkeys, what are you doing? What is going on?
Throw goes to second. I mean, this game is so out of reach. This would be interesting if it was a little closer, but
35.
This game is cursed. This entire series is cursed.
Andy Young panicking in the chat, absolutely losing his mind.
Andy Young, way to leave the Turkeys. Just thanks for nothing for trading me. I'm gonna blow this game. Watch me do it. Giving him something to remember him by. Yeah, I don't want to come back. I'm glad you don't want me.
There's
Alright,
the
he-
4-6-3.
He gets out of it. Dexter Jackson enters the game. Is this guy a rookie or is he new or something? Because the stats aren't great for a starter.
Sounds like a rookie name. Let me pull it up.
Maybe last year. It looks like maybe last year because his stats are okay. But maybe he was in the minors for a while.
Yeah, not a CPU. I think it's a rookie from this season, from the
Nice to see
expansion
him on
draft.
Nice to see him out there. He has already gotten one out on this high-flying Turkeys team. Do turkeys fly?
A little bit. They can get up to maybe 50 feet up in a tree to sleep, but not their strong suit.
I would agree. Wow, that was all right. That was inside. He's not saying anything. I think he thinks it was a strike.
Oh, sorry. I was reading chat.
Oh, good.
We have plenty of time to argue strike zone.
We do.
The rest of our lives.
So the Turkeys haven't scored since the 4th, which I mean, panic time. Just kidding. Rough Riders need 7 runs. I don't know if it's happening. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Does Andy Young want to blow this game to just stick it to the Turkeys one last time? We'll see.
I don't think even if he tried to blow this game that the Rough Riders offense could do anything about it.
Because then they just pull him anyways. Well, that's one of the 2 outs they need to put the Rough Riders out of their misery.
So someone tell me if this Devin Anthony guy, if he was here since season whatever 1 or 2, but he's so inactive, how hasn't he regressed?
I think he's just been doing the bare minimum.
Just like the tweets and the...
Just the tweets and the predictions and the...
Let's go do a analysis of Devin Anthony.
Are we really about to do this right now?
No. I'm gonna look up his messages in the Discord server. Yeah, we've got tweets from March, February, a position change in January.
Hey, don't look now, but I think they just cut the lead to 6.
Oh, he got an incentive back when he was still on the Rippers in season 4.
Money.
Yep, it's mostly just Twitter posts.
So Andy Young leaves the field as a Turkey for the last time. William Thompson is in to hopefully end this one.
Yep, we'll never know.
Stump Velocidad is in.
We'll never know Anthony's opinions on so many important things in life because we just see his tweets, and that's it.
Like, funny, because Twitter is normally where the most opinions get shared.
Oh, it's true. So it looks like Thompson has gotten rid of the lime wristband, or excuse me, arm sleeve in favor of the wristband. Still a nice nod to his old franchise.
Honestly, I dig it. It's less blatant, kind of subtle. I like subtlety. By the way, this game's over. There you go.
There it is.
Strikes out. Finally, the Rough Riders are put out of their misery. They're brought into the back and shotgunned with an AK-47, if that makes any sense at all. You want to take a look at the stats here. Rough Riders actually only hit 2 less hits than the Turkeys, even though there was a difference.
A lot less.
They did, and there was also a difference of 6 runs. So there you go. Rough Riders turned it on after the 5th inning, and Turkeys kind of fell asleep. They were fine falling asleep, though, because they built themselves such a nice mattress to sleep on. So, a series sweep for the Turkeys. 4 straight losses to start this season for the Rough Riders. Not where you want to be. But we've seen crazier things happen. We've seen teams lose 4 or 5 in a row and then come back with a 10-game streak. So anything is possible here. You want to take a look at your stats here. In terms of the Turkeys, most of the team had a hit, except for Domingo Ayala and Parker Thomas. Even Barry Cools drove one in. In terms of the Rough Riders, bunch of hits all around. Nickens and Strawberry and Kirk were held without, as well as everyone who was subbed into the game.
Yep,
in terms of home run,
they just walked the one time, and if you don't walk a lot, you're gonna have trouble.
Yeah, it looks like a total of 6 walks, maybe 5 for the Turkeys, and just 1 for the Rough Riders. And in terms of home runs, we had 1 from either side, so fairly split there. Yep. Olaf got struck out 3 times. Not good.
It happens. I mean, the Rough Riders and the Moose both got swept this week, but both expansion teams, both just happy to be here at this point.
I think they were both just relocations, if I'm being there.
I mean, with the expansion draft, got a lot of moving
That's true.
parts. They're definitely rebuilding and long season, and you know, you could
We'll
have
see.
a weak season
could-
here and there and try and rebuild to something better next season. But you know, anything can happen. It's a long season.
Kirk only pitched 2 today after giving up 7 earned runs.
Oof.
So yeah, not his best day. Meanwhile,
Definitely
Cools
not.
gave up 2 earned runs, but also pitched 6.5 basically. So a solid day for him. And you'll notice the earned runs. Andy Young gave up 3 in his final outing as a Turkey. So there goes his ERA, I guess.
Yep.
Poor guy. Now he's
It's
off
gonna
to the
start on a
Jokers.
high note. I don't even want to
Yeah.
think about that ERA.
Yikes.
Actually, I'm gonna punch it into an ERA calculator. Hold on.
Have fun with that. Meanwhile, Mighty Bunce Jr., his card is the card that's going for 50K because he's your player of the day. Dipslack Tallywhack, even though he was on the losing side, managed to hit on all of his 4 plate appearances and is getting a +1 because of that. And Skylar Kingsley had a solid day as well.
Love it. All right, guess the ERA.
7.
31.5.
You're kidding.
Yeah. I mean, 2 innings
31?
and 7 earned runs.
Oh, I thought we were doing Andy Young.
Well, yeah. No, I was doing Kirk.
Kirk did not have a good game. 31 ERA, yikes.
I mean, only way to go is down, so
Only way to go is down. Indeed.
maybe he can get it below 20 next game.
All right, it's cartel time.
Sure is.
Colombian Kings versus the Lone Star Glory, who just made a trade today.
Oh, yeah. They were one of them. Let's see. Let's revisit that.
Yeah,
So
it
the
was,
Glory
it was-
got Avery and Bo Jr. third the fourth, and the Kings got Billy Big Hits. Obviously, that'll be effective next week.
Kings were pretty active today.
Yeah, they were part of that 3-way trade as well. They got J.W. Doyle.
And they sent off a pitcher, Dusty T. This will be played once again at the Louisiana Stadium, even though this is a Texas team. Okay.
I mean, look at the Moose. Canadian team playing at, what's it called? Colonial?
I actually haven't seen them play a game
it's
yet.
definitely a Caribbean / Central America theme. And they're a Manitoba team, so it doesn't always make sense.
Where do you think they're based? Winnipeg? No, that's... Is that Manitoba?
Yep.
Yeah. Manitoba's a province, though.
You know,
They
just
are
like the New
everywhere.
England Patriots. Just a
That's
regional
very
thing.
true. All right, here's your lineup for the Kings. Puma Longtree leading off, followed by Daddy Davis. Kevin Chumbawamba coming off a 3-home-run game. After that, the final game of Dick Avery for the Kings. Holden Tudix, who has been hot this year, is 5th. Aaron Hughes batting 6th. Odion Muldoon is 7th. Bronco Gronek is the catcher at 8th. And on the mound tonight for his first career start is Donnie Dickshot II. The return of the king. They didn't even want to start Dusty T. They were just like, nah, we don't even want this guy anymore. Goodbye.
Dick Shot 2, Electric Boogaloo.
There we go. We shall see how his first career start goes as a pitcher. In his previous light, he was a shortstop who played for like 3 teams.
It's true. As the legend would have it.
He played for the Mad Pandas, who became the Desperados, who became the Knights, and then he played for the Unknown Darlas, who then became the LV Jokers, and I think he had a season with the Empire.
Little of this, little of that. Well traveled. Alright, for the
Here's-
Glory, we have Pushpin leading off, playing center field. Billy Big Hits at first. Dix between her legs, catching, and batting third. Giancarlo Hammer playing third, and batting cleanup. The Goat is here at short. Joey Schwinn at second. Kronek in right, Gonzalez in left, and Dante Good on the mound.
Wow, they've really switched up their lineup. Zebo Supreme is sitting. Tweener
Yeah.
Legs is catching?
I
What
was
is
gonna
going
say
on?
that's his secondary position. He got a little time there last night.
Interesting. Looks like they're trying a lot of things out tonight.
See what
I think
happens.
they moved Hammer to cleanup too, which I think is a good move. He always had trouble finding his potential as a member of the Steamers. He could have been a lot better because the stats were great, but he just never really managed to come through. But I think batting cleanup in this situation on this team, I think he's going to do great. Might have just needed a change of scenery.
The one worry is tweener legs catching as a secondary position. You could have a pass ball or just some troubles at the plate, and you'll get down to tense mojo quicker than you would otherwise, which affects the rest of your game, of course. But you know,
he's just gonna throw the ball all over the place. We'll see how we can throw it as well, because we've seen some ridiculous throws from the catcher's position the past couple of nights.
it's true.
All right, here we go.
Here and there.
Boomer Longtree will be leading things off for the Kings. He is pretty good. He had a pretty good season last season, and he's hoping to replicate that. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch is also a ball. And he's already way ahead in the count. Finally pitches a strike down the middle. And, oh, that's the best you can do with that situation? Nice.
Not a good one to swing at.
Honestly, I wouldn't have swung and just seen what happened there.
It's true.
The father, Daddy Davis, is up now. I've never called him the father before. I kind of like that. Good, having a hard time finding the zone. Davis goes deep. It is caught by Hronek. Didn't have enough distance on that. Neither did he hit it in the right place, really.
There's your boy.
Yep. Oh, wow. Look at that. A return to form. Let's go, Chumba. Last night was a fluke.
Here come the Glory, top of the lineup. Push Ben. Ben, I actually got an early morning tomorrow, so I'm going to let you run the rest of the way with this guy.
All right. Well, good night.
Yeah.
Make sure you sleep well.
I will try. Everyone in the chat, it's been a pleasure getting back in the booth for the first time here in Season 6, and I'll see you next week. And over to you, Ben.
All righty. So after that long out, we have a pop out probably here from, I'm not sure who exactly that was. I'm now alone in the chat, and I'm very lonely and sad and very sad. All right. Dix between her legs is catching today. Again, I mentioned it was kind of strange for him to be catching at this point. It doesn't really play that. Could cause some problems, but again, you're a new team. You want to try some things out. I'm all for it. And he gets himself on base to start this one off. Not bad. Not bad at all. Tweener Legs gets a single. That'll be Donnie Dickshot's first ever given hit, I think. Maybe? Did he come in the other night? He might have come in the other night. I'll be honest, I was watching other sports last night. There was a certain Bruins game that went to double overtime, so I was watching that. The GOAT is here. Will be up now, the rookie. He is the shortstop tonight. He came off the bench in his second career game. And now he's starting in the lineup, I guess, because Zebo Supreme had to take a rest day. And he strikes out. So far, Lone Star Glory, 2 hits compared to the Kings, none. Dick Avery's farewell tour. He's getting himself a lot of love from the Colombian Kings fan base. They're going to miss his pink bat, great attitude, and ability to hit balls like that. Of course, it's foul, but you get the point. I, too, will miss him very much. It was a pleasure playing with him these past couple seasons, and it's nice to see that he's, you know, not completely on the plane to Texas yet, because he does get himself a single. You guys think they're just going to leave Avery here as the Kings leave and just take Billy Big Hits with them? We'll see. Tudix gets a gift there as the third baseman cannot come up with the ball, and he gets himself a single. Next up, Aaron Hughes, who was unrightfully subbed out of last night's contest. We got to let the rookie shine, man. Gotta let the rookie do what he can do. He's been great in the defensive side of things. I don't know how that's going to change with Billy Big Hits coming onto the team. They might push him out to Avery's old position. We'll see what happens. It's all up to whoever is making the decisions in Colombia right now. Hughes will advance the runners. So while he doesn't get on the board with a hit, he does advance the runners and sets it into a great position for Odion Muldoon, a very promising second-year player. We'll take a strike. And now that Freddie's gone, I can complain about the strike zone all I want. Have I made it in the highlights? Oh, God, I have. Was it the pickle comment? It might have been the pickle comment. Oh, Muldoon, you can't do that. You can't pop out to the third baseman. Bronco Gronek, the other rookie on this team, is up now, or one of the other rookies. The other one is pitching. He's going to take a ball to start things off from Dante Good. Yeah, honestly, if I were the Glory here, I'd walk him. Because then you have Donnie Dickshot 2 coming up. But they decide to say no to that and just start next inning with Dickshot. Kings match the hit total. Coming up next for the Glory, Joey Schwinn. Hello, chat. How are we doing tonight? Sack grounder, we take those. Come on, Bronco. Hey, Charles. Loving it. Joey Schwinn gets on base as a single. Dickshot so far looking a little leaky in his first career start. Ziggy Hronek is up now. I believe Ziggy is in chat. I saw someone say that. So, Ziggy, if you're watching, I wish you a long and fruitful career. That is going to be a double play, though. So, sorry for wishing you a long and fruitful career and then jinxing you into a DP. Damian Gonzalez, left fielder, up now. Hits this one right to Longtree. And that will be the end of the inning. They're only able to get one hit that inning. And now Donnie Dickshot 2 will come up to the plate. We will see if he can hit it, but pitchers aren't really known for their hitting unless they're William Thompson. He swings like a hitter. He wants all of it. Pops this one into the stands, it looks like, so someone's going to get to take home a souvenir today. And Dickshot, solid contact, not enough power. If he hit it just right, with just enough oomph behind it, that would have been gone for sure. Puma Longtree 0 for 1 so far. Hits this one way behind him. Back into the stands. Another souvenir for another lucky fan or unlucky fan if they're afraid of germs, like a lot of people are these days. Schwinn scoops that one up and sends it to the future king, Billy Big Hits. Daddy Davis is up now. Takes a strike, which is actually a foul. Good is locked in, even though he's throwing all over the place. And there's a hit for Daddy Davis. He gets himself on base. And now here comes the epitome of hot and cold Kevin Chumbawamba. After a 3-home run game, you'd think he'd still have a bit of hype left in his bloodstream, but after his first at bat, not the case. I expect more from you. 1-1 the count. That, if it stayed fair, would have been a very interesting hit. It does not, though. And Chumba just goes after it and comes home with nothing. So far, an evenly matched game here. Dante Good, the pitcher, is up now for his first at-bat of the night. Donnie Dickshot 2 settling in nicely. Pitches a ball, though, so maybe he's not settling in. I don't really know. That's a great pitch. Good slider there. And for some reason, that's called a strike. It looked like maybe it was on the paint, so I'll give him that. Pitcher does not have enough speed to make that a hit. So that will be the first out of the inning. Jeb Pushpin is 0 for 1. He's tall, and he has a good batting stance. So what's not to love about this guy? Jeb Pushpin hits this one deep. That is out of here. There wasn't even a need to question whether that was gone. That was just hammered. 422. And the Glory are up 1-0 off of what could have been Jeb Pushpin's first career home run. Billy Big Hits is up now. We'll see what he can do for his team in his final appearance with them. And it looks like he's going to go deep here, but Chumba is just too quick to it. Grabs it in center field. Dick's B tweener legs is up now. He's going to hit that one foul. Pops this one. Looks like an infield fly. And Davis takes it for the third out. Glory jump out 1-0. Kings got to answer for it now, but their heart of the lineup is coming up now. Avery, Tudix, and Hughes. Avery has got a single. We'll see if Avery can give the Columbia fan base something to remember him by with a big play here. Or he could take a walk. We will see what happens. Takes a strike there. Strike down the middle. We will see now what happens. And Avery hits a deep one into the gap, or the closest thing the stadium has to a gap. And he's going to go for 2. Slides in and gets there.
The shortstop, number 2.
So 1 on second, Tudyk's up. He's got a single, and he's got a boost because of the right-hand pitcher. Tudyk's is going to take a ball there. Hits this one foul. Another lucky fan takes home a ball today. And someone in the dugout takes home a ball today. I think that was the Glory dugout too, sending a message clearly. And Tudyk swings at an inside pitch. Kind of hard to go out like that. Aaron Hughes is up now, the rookie. Third baseman. 0 for 1 on the day, but he did take the sacrifice ground out. We'll see if he sacrifices again or, drives one in. That would be a great time for that. Prove to the Kings organization that he's got what it takes. Looks like another sacrifice ground out, but, it could be much worse than that. Odion Muldoon up now. Good is once again locked in. Dangerous for this Kings lineup. Muldoon takes a ball high. That's a strike. That is a ball outside. And Muldoon's going to hit this one into right field, and this game is tied. Avery comes home. Muldoon gets an RBI single. Bronco Gronek is up now. Or Gronek. I don't know how it's pronounced. Please let me know how to pronounce it, and I will do it. Strike down the middle. Now that is a bad throw. They're going to check him again. They think Muldoon's going to go running. I don't know if he's ever stolen before, though, so, it might not be worth it. Well, as soon as I say that, he tries to get the hit and run, but doesn't happen. Kings even it up here. Glory now have a chance to expand on the lead they got last inning. Giancarlo Hammer 1 for 1 on the day. He is the heart and soul of this Glory organization at this time. But he's going to pop out to his former teammate and also future teammate, Dick Avery. The GOAT is here apparently. And he is going to pop this one. Avery getting all sorts of work out there. This one's off the wall. Thank you, Lafayette corner. Joey Schwitt has a single on the day after the double by the GOAT is here. And that's going to go backwards. Foul ball. Up into the net. Swings at the high pitch for some reason, and that's going to go as a 2-0 count. And he just gets pitched out immediately on 3 straight pitches. Kronek up next. Can the rookie do something of note, or will he do something bad? We will see. That is going to be called foul, even though it looked fair. And Kronek wants all of it, gets none of it. Starting off this inning will be Donnie Dickshot II. Popped out in the first inning, or the second inning, or his first at-bat. I don't remember what inning it was in. Might have been the third, actually. Strike down the middle there. That's high from Good. Good getting a little tired. He's been taken deep once today. He might be taken deep again if he is left in for too long. Same goes for Dickshot. And Dickshot's going to get his first strikeout of the night. But, not one that he's throwing, actually swinging at. Puma Longtree is up now. He's 0 for 2 on the night, but it's hard to keep him quiet for an entire game. Takes a high pitch for a ball. Checks his swing, and it's a ball again. And he's going to pop fly this one. This looks like it could drop. Wow! I did not see that coming. I thought that was either dropping or foul. Home run was not one of the possibilities for me. but it just has enough power and enough distance and the right aim to be barely out of the park. What a hit by Puma Longtree. Take the Kings ahead 2-1. That's going to be high, so no dice there. Oh, my God! It's a murder! Oh, the humanity! Oh, my God! Oh, get up. Please get up. Oh, man, he's done. Dante Good has been absolutely executed. It's just... That's what we call a cartel murder right there. Dante Good, welcome to the league, my friend. You've just been murdered by Daddy Davis. Chumbawamba Pop flies out, but my goodness, can somebody check on Daddy Davis there? Hey, all new players, I would like to let you know, that is what we're talking about when we say pitchers getting knocked out. If anyone, wants to see someone get knocked out, I think there was someone in the Kings locker room who was saying that. Someone clip that and send it in highlights so we know what we're talking about. Because that happens, and it's fun. It sucks for the team that it happens to, but it's fun to watch for everyone else. Was that the first murder of the year? It might have been. Wow. Daddy Davis, currently wanted in the state of Texas. Meanwhile, I've lost complete track of what's going on. I think that was the pitcher, but I think they might have subbed him out, so the next day might be done already. Wow, that was a quick inning. Can't get anything going anymore. Nope, it was Finek batting for himself, so he will come back in. Dick Avery, in his final appearance as a King, is going to... Well, that's his first out of the night, but he was looking hot before that. Tudyk's on the day, has a single. And, of course, it's still a right-hand pitcher, so he's still got an advantage here. Finek cannot find the zone to start this at-bat off. Finally finds it and sends one right down the middle. Tries to get some fancy pitch going and does not get it, but just gets that one called a strike. It looks good to me, so I'll call it there. That was definitely a strike, so good thing Tudyk swung. Tudyk swings at the outside pitch, though, and is going to pay the price for it. Hughes today has sacrificed twice, but they haven't switched him out yet. So clearly, the Kings brass sees something in this kid, and they don't want to switch him out just yet. Unfortunately for him, he's going to pop this one out to Fronek, and that'll be the end of the inning. Can we get an update on Dante Good here? Yeah, this stadium is very much not in Savannah, by the way. So, this is a Louisiana stadium, if I've ever seen it. Donnie Dickshot, the second, still in the game, and still looking good. What a great start for this rookie. Although, is he really a rookie? Because he was a founding member of the league, and he left for a while. Now he's back, and he's running a team again, and it's just like old times, and I love it. 1-1 to count to Tweener Legs, the catcher for tonight. He has not made any errors tonight, so that's good. That was my big fear with him playing catcher, being the backup and everything. This is going to go out into center field. Chumba's not fast enough. It's going to drop. Tweener Legs is another single on the day. So this is the guy you want up if you want your team to make some kind of move here. Giancarlo Hammer is 1 for 2, but he is itching to get a hit here. He's going to take a strike and then a ball. Checks his swing smartly, and it's going to be another ball. And looks like they might be walking him. Oh, that's called a strike. And Tweener Legs does not have the speed. The gun down by the rookie Bronco Gronek. And look at that. Hammer strikes out right after that. A disastrous turn of events for the Glory. Kings back up now. Here is Odion Muldoon, who knocked in a run earlier. Finek still looking good. That's a ball. Ball low. Right down the middle. That is outside. Might have the green light here. And he does. He just lets it swirl past him. And he gets on base. Gronek just gunned a man down, so he's got to be hyped. Now is the time to turn that hype into production. He's already had 1 home run on the season, so anything can happen here. 2 balls to start things off. Wow, Fnac really having some accuracy issues here. Finally sends one down the middle. But it's not enough. Gronek is going to snag his meatball right down the middle. And he's like, let me eat that meatball. And sends it into left field, putting Donnie Dickshot up to the plate. And that is surprising. Donnie Dickshot is out. Pablo Escobar comes in. Surprised he came back from jail and or the dead to play for the Kings. Escobar tries to bunt, but it's foul. Don't know what he was doing. If they wanted to bunt, they would have just left Dickshot in, because he's been dealing today. Looks like they could have probably gotten 2 there, if I'm being honest. I don't understand why they threw the first. Now the bases are in scoring position, 2nd and 3rd, and Longtree is up, and he's going to drive in yet another run. Longtree's having a monster game. 1 run scores, another goes to 3rd. Daddy Davis, the known murderer and wanted man in the state of Texas, is up now against Fnac, who has really hit a snag in this inning. We'll see if he can get it together here. Nearly gets back at Davis for murdering the other pitcher. And Davis is looking like he's going to hit into a double play. Wow. Kings get out of that luckily. Mario Kano will come into the game now. One of the better pitchers on this Kings roster. He's known for his underhand release and very good accuracy. Strike down the middle. That's ball. All his pitches coming a bit low, so he's got to be a bit careful there because he, after all, is an underhand pitcher. That one, for some reason, is high. And another one high. The full count for Degotis here. He almost gets the green light, but doesn't swing well enough, and it goes right to Longtree, who sends it to Davis for the first out of the inning. The next day is done. Petri Bobbert will come in to pinch hit. And that is way outside, so not even close. Swings at the low pitch, and it's going to be a strike. That's high. Bobbert is itching for a hit here. 3-1. Looking for a strike right down the middle. He almost gets it, but he actually gets it right over the paint for a great strike. That's foul. And they're going to walk him. Pinch hitter is on base, and Kano's got his first walk. Ziggy Hronek is up now. Right fielder. Strike 1. Ball 1. Checks his swing like a veteran and just sits there. That's a strike. And Hronek's got himself a hit. Advances the pinch hitter in a scoring position, and Hronek's got a single on the day. Damian Gonzalez is 0 for 2. Kano's got to settle in, or else this game could take a turn for the worse for the Kings. There's a strike. Kano fires one inside. That is high. And oh boy, here we go. Bases are juice. Coming up to the plate, Loki Piddlestick. I will say, if you're going to load the bases, this is the part of the lineup where you want to do it in. Because this is not their strongest part of the lineup. If you're loading it in the 2, 3, 4 area, it's bad. But it could still even be bad here. They're going to score 1. They might score 2. They do score 2. Gronek cannot come up with the ball. And this is a tie ball game. Now Kano's tense. Runners are still in scoring position. And there's only 1 out. And look who's up. The man who had a home run earlier. Kano luckily able to get 2 strikes already. Now Bushman's in some trouble here. Stays alive with that. That is a ball. That is high, so it's 2-2. Kano really trying to work the zone here, but can't find anything to hit. And that's going to be a hit. And this is going to probably drive another one in. Odeon Muldoon cannot come up with the ball in right field, and because of that, another run scores, and it's 3-4. Goomba Morris comes in. Cano's day is done. All coming apart here for the Kings. That's high. Morris, another underhand pitcher. This could be a double play, and lucky for them, they get the double play before any more damage is done. Kings got to play some catch-up now. They need one run. That's it. Stronger part of their lineup is coming up, though. Chumbawamba, who was the hero of last night, is up now. Takes a strike from Herman, who is now in the game. Chumba hit a dinger off of Herman last night, so it's possible. Or he could strike out again, because he's absolutely terrible. Dick Avery up now, 2 for 3. And he's going to get himself a hit. Or not. Jeb Pushpin slides and grabs it. Pushpin is having a monster game. Now it's Tudix. Wally Herman looking good so far. That is a strike. Does not swing there smartly. And Tudix goes swinging. Kings have 3 more outs, but first they got to take care of the glory problem on the offense. The strong part of their lineup coming up here. Dix between her legs is up now. He's 2 for 3. Morris needs to put them away quickly, or else this game might come out of reach quickly. Already behind by 2. And now he's behind by 3. And he's walked on 4 straight. Maybe setting up the double play, we'll never know. This man doesn't really hit in the double plays, though. Hammer is a dirty, dirty man. He hits the ball hard. A moonshot here could basically end things and guarantee that this series is a split. Finally, Morris is able to find the zone. And the pitch is high. He could walk a second. They're going to see if they can pick off tweener legs first. He tried to steal earlier. It didn't work out well for him there. Stays put now. Hammer wanted all of that, but it's foul. Hammer did get all of that. That is a deep shot, and it is off the wall. Chumbawamba can't grab it. And now there are runners on second and third, and Goomba Morris has really got to get it together here. Otherwise, this is trouble for the Kings. That is a foul ball. That is a regular ball. Way outside. Morris is having a hard time finding the zone tonight. Yeah, he might just walk him. Bases are juiced again. I will not be surprised if they pinch hit Herman here. They bring in Enzo Longstroke. That's a funny name. Enzo Longstroke. The pinch hitter now. Hopefully able to get something going. Looks like a sac fly to me. Avery's going to fly this one home. It's not in time. Glory have taken a 2-run lead. Kronek up now. He's got 1 single on the day. Kings need to stop the surge now if they want any chance of coming back in the 9th. That's foul. Kronek is going to go swinging. And now Damian Gonzalez, who has a single, is up. They're going to try to get the man at second stealing, but he doesn't. And that's a pop fly. So now it's, unless Chumba drops it, he doesn't. It is game time for the Kings. Sudo Nakai will come in. 2 rookies in the lineup right now. So we'll see. This is time to put up or shut up. If they want to, be something in this league, now is the time to prove it. Aaron Hughes, the first of the 2 rookies up to bat. Takes 2 balls there. So far, a good eye. 3 balls. Now a strike. He's got a full count. All matters where this pitch is. Well, doesn't really matter where this pitch is because it's foul. What about this one? They got him looking. Should have swung. Doesn't swing. Goes away looking. Odion Muldoon up now. He has an RBI and a single. Would be great time for another one of those, but beggars can't be choosers. That's called a ball. Gets a strike finally. Nakai having some accuracy issues. Gets a strike in there. And they're going to walk him. Gronick is a single. We'll see if he can get another one. Nope, he's going to pop this one. Looks like it's easy money for the first baseman. And now it's desperation time for the Steamers. Morris will definitely not hit. So in comes Tony Montana, who had a home run the other night. Montana takes a strike. They're down to their last out here. Down to their last strike. And that should do it. A pop fly into left field regarding a major collapse by the defense. The Glory split their first ever series following a collapse from the Kings. If you want to take a look there, the Glory out-hit the Kings 11-8. And they also had 2 more runs on them. Well played by both sides, but it's the Glory who come away with this win. Want to take a look at your hits? Sure, why not? Most players on the Steamers, I keep saying Steamers, Kings did have a hit today, except for Aaron Hughes, Kevin Chumbawamba, all of the subs, and the pitcher Donnie Dickshot II. Meanwhile, on the Glory, the only people who didn't have hits, Billy Big Hits. And really, that was mostly it. Except for most of the subs and most of the pitchers. Bunch of walks being issued from both sides, too. Kano will take the loss after his .1 innings pitched with 3 earned runs. Meanwhile, Ace Finnek will take the win, and Nakai will get a save. That game was in doubt for a very long time. We also got a murder, so that's always fun. Even though they lost, Puma Longtree is your player of the game. Jeb Pushman, who I believe should have been player of the game, is second. And one of the biggest questions of the day will be, why did they pull Donnie Dickshot II? I guess they got greedy. But he, after all, is your third player of the game. So that does it for week 1. I hope your team did well. Mine did okay, I guess. Keep it tuned for week 2 coming next week. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Have a good night and stay hydrated.